Skill acquisition goes from unconscious incompetence. We don't know that we don't know it. Then we move to conscious incompetence. I know I can't speak Italian. And then we go to conscious competence. I go to classes for a couple of years. I find some conversation partners. I know, I can hold a conversation in Italian. And then eventually, probably I have to go and live in Italy. I achieve unconscious competence. So I'm dreaming in Italian. I'm responding automatically in Italian. I don't have to translate from English first to speak to you in Italian. I'm operating in Italian. So this works. This is absolutely the same for any kind of skill acquisition, whether it's in martial arts, whether it's in the corporate environment, managing conflict, because the really good people, they're automatically into that. Another aspiration we have is the feeling mind in the thinking body.
The feeling mind in a thinking body.
A feeling mind in a thinking body.
How does it work?
Lots of the exercises we do are challenging our balance, and can we stay in balance? And we can sense these stabilizing muscles switching on and off. So for me, the biggest challenge for students in Aikido is that they're trying to think their way through the movement. But their brain is not performing the movement. Their body is performing the movement. So the body has to have autonomy. And basically we've got to train those good, useful, efficient movements into our body, because we're not fast enough to, again, we need to be responsive, not reactive. We see a punch coming, or we see a fist cocked. Is that going to be a straight punch? Is that going to be an uppercut? Is that going to be a hook? If I'm waiting to see what's coming in, it's too late. If I have to recognize what they're doing, then process what's coming in, and then react to it, I'm unconscious every time.
Yeah.
I'm laid out. I have to move in a way that is going to protect me and put me into a safe space. So, and that's training. I have to move in a way that keeps me out of trouble and gets me into a position where I can start causing trouble. I worked with a woman a few years ago. I was just amazed at what she called socializing the concept. So we wanted to create a new system, and rather than my idea was, here's the concept, I've written it up. Here it is, let's talk about it now. She said, no, we'll go and talk to all the people. And I thought, this is a very Japanese approach. I believe in corporate Japan, when you hold a meeting, the decision is already set. The decision is a formalization. Because you've already met with all the stakeholders. You've already consulted. Loris, what are your concerns? Well, I'm worried that, productivity will drop, income will drop. Okay, what can we do to address those concerns? We hadn't thought about that. That's great. Okay, what can we do to safeguard against that? What can we put in place? And we go to all the stakeholders. So instead of having a meeting with people shouting at each other, we have a meeting of equals who have all been heard, all had their concerns addressed, and all feel comfortable with the way forward. So this is the epitome of conflict resolution. Anticipate where the sticky points are going to be.
Listen. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to the people. In some cases, you're listening to experts who really know more about it than you. Sometimes you're listening to people who, don't really understand it.
But they feel it.
But have juice.
Yeah.
And they just feel it. They're hurting. So by listening to that, so this brings me to another really important thing. Now, I heard about this concept, holding the space. Hold the space. I had a quick Google yesterday or the day before. So it crops up in kind of some mental wellness therapy kind of stuff, but this is my view, and this is the crux of it. If we're stable, if we're calm, if we're equanimous, if we've trained ourselves to be okay with conflict, then we can hold the space. So then if we're holding the space in a leadership role or in a corporate environment, what do we have to do? We have to be confident that we're not going to die. Not too many deaths in the corporate milieu. A lot of fear. This is my livelihood.
Yeah.
How will I feed my
Got a
family?
mortgage to pay.
I've got a mortgage to pay.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. It's real. It's real fear. But is it going to happen now? It's not going to happen right now. It could be in the future. So also, we need to be able to suspend judgment. What are you saying? It's not, obviously, it's, not obviously, it's potentially not what I think. You're going to have a different opinion. Okay, so do I browbeat you immediately with my opinion? It's not helpful. We want a collegiate approach. So I need to hear what you've got to say, and in order to listen, I have to not start judging. Because my view is different. I have to put that aside. I have to allow you to have a view that's different to mine. Now, that's a long way towards working with that concept. We have to listen and understand. We actually have to understand, what are you saying? The deadline has changed. We can blow up and, get into a fist fight over it. But I need to tease out, give me why has it changed? What are the consequences of its changing? What can we do about that? Is it beneficial or not? Our assumption is this is a bad thing. It's never black and white. There's always positive. There's always advantages and disadvantages in every single situation. That's my experience.